Okay. Oh no, these are the ones that pop open, right? Yeah.
Yay! We have success. We have success. Yeah. I click these on you. I'm very confused, actually. As a front man, you're rather against being recorded in my little process here, and I don't really understand why. Is it because you're afraid to say something bad or be associated with what I'm doing?
No. Personal.
Okay. Fair enough. That is totally fair. So what I am requesting that my gentleman do with me here right now is discuss the last month, since it is February 1st, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it's been exactly 1 month that I have been at least posting every single day. And I want to see if it's done any good as far as my health and recovery. And you're looking at most of the ceiling. Oh, gosh. Okay. Minor annoyanceville aborted. Aborted? Oh my gosh, wow. Okay. We're just gonna roll on. What the hell were we talking about just now?
It's been a month.
It's been a month. Okay. So I see a positive change in myself in the fact that I have been able to hold myself accountable. Granted, it has taken me threatening myself with the internet to hold myself accountable, and I haven't done it every single day. I do feel good that I've done it as much as I have, and that makes me happy. It makes me happy because, this whole life worth living magical thing is, I like serving a purpose. In my mind, to have worth, I must serve a purpose. That's just my brain. So knowing that I can do these things without somebody helping me as much as I have been able to, I consider that a win. On the note of consistency, have you noticed anything in the last month compared to prior?
You slept better. Your memory's been better.
Yeah.
You haven't had any real outbursts of just getting frustrated about not being able to be in control. You've been more in control of your emotional output in that regard.
It's crazy to hear you say that, because I felt so out of control the entire month, and I've pushed myself not to snatch what I considered control back. I've pushed myself to let that go and just let whatever flows flow. And so for you to say that I've actually been more in control of my emotions is kind of cool, because
you've put less stress on yourself to do certain things. You're a very business oriented woman, thinking about your future all the time, but you've put less stress on yourself to expand more instead of just trying to get everything dialed in. And so now you're working more on the details of how you should get stuff done. You're always thinking about that rather than how much more can I do, and just focusing on what you are already doing. And I've seen a positive change in that as well.
One of the things I'm concerned about is the dreamery, because this is more natural. It's easier for me to do, but it's not a store. It's not a storefront. It's not an ownership. It's not, a product that I can sell, that I can have a measurable income for. And I have, for the last, since I've had my stroke, I've always had the idea that I would make that a success, and that would be my contribution. Because yes, I receive income through the VA disability, and I earn that money, but it's not the same as earning money. So I totally tie that to my own self-worth. And I worry that, because doing this would be selling myself. I don't understand how this can grow into something that I can be proud of and be profitable from. Because I don't want to basically put myself out there like on a corner.
You're not trying to turn yourself into an influencer either. You're just trying to hold yourself accountable in such a certain way that you can look back on it and go, okay, it's stuff that you're forcing yourself to deal with.
Yeah.
And that's quite a bit different than the dreamery, because the dreamery is what your future, your plan entails, and this is not something that you want to do for the rest of your life, trying to be all of a sudden an influencer. You want people to know you and your art. You just also want people to recognize that everybody goes through these struggles, and the struggle that you're going through, if anybody can relate to it, then you feel successful.
Okay, so
does that make sense?
It absolutely does. My worry is just that I will become an influencer or something by sharing this journey. And if I were to switch back over to trying to teach about the occult and the history of it and why salt protects the way salt does, and go down the scientific path of magic, I wonder that if I will lose everybody that I gained through this journey by trying to do that journey.
No, because these go hand in hand.
They do?
Yeah, because you're trying, from what I'm witnessing, you're going through a self-discovery right now. And all of it, the end game is being able to do your art without freaking the F out about it or something, or belittling yourself because it didn't go quite your way, or that the costs are just too much compared to the art that you're putting out. These are stressors that you put on yourself to try and get that part of your business going. And this is just an explorative way of making sure that you can do that, basically. So, and not kill yourself to live.
Right. That is the point. So to live. On that note, where did this thought go? Come back. It was rather important. Come back. Oh, please come back. That the dreamery, myself, art. There, you said something in the last phrase that triggered a question.
Your self-exploration and how it pertains to your business and how they go hand in hand. Is that what you're speaking of?
Yeah, it was something along those lines. Hopefully it comes back to me. It's just that,
You're also not trying to reach, well, you were trying to reach anybody and everybody.
Right.
Because a lot of people go through the same struggles in their life. Not exactly what you're going through. Nobody goes through exactly the same thing.
Right.
But just that it's okay to take a step back and try to figure yourself out to move forward. Like, you don't have to be a bull in a china shop just trying to make your way through it. That you can step your way around all this precious material to get through the end and do it the right way and feel sane doing it.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about stress and the money. So would it be safe to say that since I have changed my course towards the self-discovery path, I have been less stressed?
It seems that way to me.
It is a concern for me, again, that if I go back to what I was doing before by trying to make the educational portion of the Dreamery, the business product portion of the Dreamery work again, I will regress on that aspect. Yeah.
I think what you're going through right now is giving you the opportunity to learn how to think before you react.
Yes. I think being with you taught me that, really, just having you have the patience that you do, and things that I've said between you and my mother and Mike, Nicole, I am blessed to have you guys still in my life due to patience. So anyways, that's, sorry, tangent. That was 2 years worth of thank you. Back to the 1 month. We are focusing on the 1 month, last 30 days. Okay. So I'm less stressed. Something that you also said a few weeks ago, I think it was now, is I'm more focused, my memory is better, and I'm considering, and I had, unbeknownst to you, stopped taking my psychiatric medication. Don't do what because I didn't see the benefit of it. I was still so spacey and flighty, and I couldn't keep a thought together to save my life, and it was just, I was unhappy, and I was probably driving you nuts. I imagine I was.
I actually thought that you had continued to take it and that it was starting to work better. So, being that I didn't know, and I felt like things started going better, I think that's a testament to itself. I don't really have to talk too much more about that.
Right. And since then, I have restarted taking 2 of the psychiatric medications and stopped taking the one that was the newest and started making me feel weird. And I see it in myself that I'm able to, I can't track a conversation, like a long conversation, completely linear, but it's like a dotted line. I can kind of put the points together after a while to get back to, say, like I had that question, like I forgot what we were talking about, and I was able to stick the dots back together inside my head. And that's a new skill for me. I would usually need you to be those dots and give that to me. So I don't know if that's medication related or what, but I believe so. Makes sense to me. It would be.
Yeah.
As far as this month, anything else major other than the consistency of me doing this in the direction of this, and then the medication that I stopped taking and then restarted taking?
Well, like I said, you've slept better than almost any time that we've been together, and that's over a year now. So
no nightmares.
One small, but you mumbled a little bit. You didn't have a crazy outburst. You weren't cussing in your sleep. You weren't doing all that. It was just like you could tell you were having some issues in your dream, but it wasn't anything crazy.
Okay, that is a vast improvement. My nightmares were every single night, and they were something to where I am surprised this man stuck around for. Wow. Yeah. There were some rough nights.
Definitely. Not going to get into that.
No. I do think that covers everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Over the
appreciate
last
you.
month, I appreciate you too. I love you very much.
Thank you for doing this with me.
You're welcome.